on its way.
I call this the Ron.
That's like the Twilight Zone music. Where's Rod Sterling?
All right, who has the echo?
That's not me.
I don't have an echo.
Ready? Let's test it. 1, 2,
Yes.
check.
Check.
See, it's not lighting up. Who talks? Okay, good. Excellent. Welcome to Three Grade Nerds
Welcome
with
to
an echo.
three.
And May 4th, Star Wars Day.
May the fourth be with you.
I don't know. It's a good day.
As with you. Hey, we lost someone.
Did he have an echo?
Maybe he's the echo. He tried blaming me for the echo.
I'm trying to make sure I'm not the echo.
You were the echo.
You were the echo.
Technology. This is why we're the Three Gray Nerds, not the three
Nerds.
young tech suave nerds.
Tech or Rico Suave.
Rico Suave? Rico.
Yeah, something like that. So I guess we should get going. We'll be the two grade nerds right now. Well, the pasty white nerd and the tan one over there. Yeah, I need to get a tan. I understand that. I have a little Boo Radley going right now. So I guess we're gonna talk about what Star Wars meant to us.
I can still hear the theme music.
Yeah, I guess he didn't shut it down. It's sort of the background music. We
I
have
like it.
background music. I like background.
I like
music.
it.
It's
I
kind of
like
good.
it.
It's good to have
Let's
background
play it
music.
real during the intro.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying. When did it come out? 77, 78?
77.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember. I remember seeing it and going, "Wow, that's awesome!" And then my dad saying, "You should read Frank Herbert and read Edgar Rice Burroughs." And so I started reading those and was just like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome!" And like it was cool, like to see how they used it and moved forward with it. So
I have to do that. You have to, yeah, email me those stuff, and I'll take a look at those books. Now, I
email
remember
those
when I
to
saw it. I think it was we went and seen Pete's Dragon, which I still love today. And as we were leaving, we look over and there's a big ass line at the theater. We're like, let's go check that out. What's this Star Wars New Hope?
yeah.
And I remember, the words coming up. I'm like, all right, you got me. What's going on here? And then all of a sudden, when the Star Destroyer comes out, chasing Leia's ship, and I was like, what? What's going on? I mean, they did so much. Just if you look at like the first 5 minutes of Star Wars, they laid out most of the characters.
Yeah, they
You had you already had the Empire, you had the Rebels, you had R2D2, C3PO, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, boom. And then you added in Luke and Han
too,
Solo.
and Obi-Wan. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't need like we're saying, hey, we need 12 hours to world build. No, you really don't. You just need to set. And it was just they did such an outstanding job, and they continued on. Well, I mean, I would say Return of the Jedi was probably the weakest one, but I still like that one. My sister loved Return of the Jedi because of Ewoks, but they
He,
have
they just, they've always said you can tell somebody when they were born by which Star Wars they like. Like guys like us, I mean, the first one's great, but Empire Strikes Back was just amazing. But anybody I think was born after Empire Strikes Back or grew up and saw Return of the Jedi, they liked it because they're the Ewoks. You're right.
I mean, Empire. I would say that's definitely that's pretty much when you look at all sequels, you kind of. I mean, Empire Strikes Back is sort of like how you grade them. Like Okay, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. That was the second one. Well, wow, that one wasn't really great. It had cool moments, but it wasn't like Empire Strikes Back good.
Yeah.
Very few movies like get to Empire Strikes Back like caliber, and that's sort of cool. I mean, in yeah, I know people are like, well, Darth Vader, Vader means father. Well, when you're friggin' 4 or 6 when you see these movies, you don't know German. Well, I mean, maybe you do if you're German, but so you're not going to know. So it was like kind of a shock. I think my parents knew because my dad, I think he knew German, so he kind of knew, but he didn't say anything, bastard.
Yeah.
He knew about keeping secrets, being a submariner.
I yeah, I think very rarely is a sequel to a movie better than the first one. I mean, I could think of probably that and Aliens and maybe Godfather 2.
Yeah, there's not like the second one, not like, I mean, even if you look at the Marvel universe, there's nothing that Avengers, the Age of Ultron was wasn't was bad. I would say Captain America might have gotten that with Winter Soldier. I think that
Yeah.
was close. That
I
was
feel that those movies are different than Star Wars though, because there's
yeah. I mean, you can
so many of them.
Well, that's true. Well, now there's so many, so it's hard to kind of like walk away. But like Empire Strikes Back, I just remember like it was so cool. Like when Han Solo like attaches his ship and then pretends he's garbage and then flies off, and then you see Boba Fett follow him. Then you see him like flying around. Like they showed off Han Solo's like flying abilities, and you're just like, wow, he really is like the best flyer.
Yeah. Well, there was a little bit more action in that one.
I mean, yeah, it went like from nonstop. C-3PO getting blown up to bits, like Darth Vader, like pulling like blaster shots. It was just well done overall. We lost our third grade nerd.
Yeah, he's yeah. So he's got control on his computer. He's the
He's
producer,
our DJ.
right?
He's our producer. So I don't know how this is going to end. Like when we leave, will it just like stop?
Was it just continuing stream?
Yeah, we might want to ask him that.
Are we doing the one of them watch me sleep streams? Because look, I signed this up for Twitch so we can stream on there also, and look up in real life. Like there's people just have the camera point at their bed while they're sleeping. And it's usually pretty girls, and then you got guys on there just like, oh, donate. Come on, look at this. At least we took the time. We're talking about a subject. We're trying to entertain you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. We're talking about Star Wars today. Maybe we could talk about the crazy things I found on Twitch for this past week. Yeah. Okay. Here's a trivia question. How many? Or actually, no. Where was the first ever appearance of Boba Fett?
In what?
Star Wars.
The movies or comics?
In the universe, Star Wars universe.
He appears. Well, he appears in Empire Strikes Back. Aboard. You win or where? Wrong.
He actually was introduced to the world before Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, crap! You're right. The holiday special, Christmas holiday special that they burnt every recognition of.
Yeah, and it's funny you can't find. Well, you can find it on YouTube. It's not hard. But the snippet, the cartoon they had with Boba Fett in it is on Disney Plus. But the rest of
they burned it.
Yeah, but you could totally find it on YouTube. I mean, I thought it was cool because we were still young. I mean, this is before Empire Strikes Back, so like we were still itching for more. And being a kid, I thought it was perfectly fine. Now you watch it and you're like, oh god dang, this is like totally 70s cheesy.
Well, you look at them like, flying a spaceship and there's clicking on all the switches, and it's just like, my card doesn't even have that many switches. But I mean, that's part of technology.
Yeah.
Look, Reagan is, giving us some love.
Is that him?
Probably.
I can't get the chats up on here. Wait, enable dark mode. What is that? Oh, there we go.
Chats.
Well, he's somehow somebody shared it. He's still on here.
He's watching. He's not participating. Maybe he doesn't like Star Wars. Are those his Fs?
All those fake lightsabers trying to fit in. That's like he's like a nerd trying to fit in with the cool kids.
Maybe
if I get these lightsabers, I can be cool.
Or maybe he just likes the prequels, because we weren't going to talk about the prequels really. I mean,
somebody's sharing these up here, so I can see the chats. May the force be with you. Growing up Catholic, I always want to say, and also with you.
Well, doesn't the Mandalorian say that? What was his? This is the way, and
this is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
May the way be with you. It's sort of like the same thing. May the force be with you.
Yeah. Also, we were talking about the Christmas special. So yeah, I know. I was totally excited just to have more. And I had a friend of mine that I went to grade school with, and he actually had or his dad had it, a laser disc player with a copy of Star Wars. And this was like in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So like, good hang out, spend the night at the house, and you pull out the laser disc. And it was just magical because you couldn't watch it anywhere else. Like, think about it. You couldn't watch. They didn't release it on VHS till years later.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 years. Well, I mean, even for Star Wars. And then when Lucas redid things, because he didn't like, the Han Solo scene in the bar where Han shoots the guy underneath the table. And then they said, well, he has to have a gun. I'm like, well, why? He doesn't need to have a gun. Or the other guy doesn't need a gun. It shows he's sort of, not like totally a good guy, but totally not like a bad guy because he's killing another bad guy. So I thought
he's a scoundrel.
Yeah. So he was just.
Well, I think George Lucas probably felt bad because this is the same guy. Like I mentioned it before that, when he was writing the script for Empire Strikes Back, before he said Darth Vader is going to be his father, he went and talked to a child psychologist and said, what would be the impact on young people watching this if A, Darth Vader is his father, or B, he finds out that Darth Vader killed his father. Like, but I guess I'm glad he stuck with what he did, right?
Yeah.
But maybe he just felt bad. I mean, that's not the first time somebody changed the movie. Like watch E.T. Watch the original E.T. The part where all the kids are riding a bike before they take off flying, right? There's cops out there with guns. Now, if you watch it like a new release or an updated release, they went back and edited out the guns and put walkie-talkies in.
Oh yeah, because cops never have guns. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, they want to go and I mean, they're going into like current stuff and like cleaning them. Oh, this character has blood on him. Like, we gotta like wipe it off. But that we digress. That can be saved.
Yeah, we're still talking about Star Wars.
We're on Star Wars. I always thought Darth Vader was probably the best movie villain I've ever seen. Like it's really hard to beat him. Well, yeah. Between Star Wars and Darth Vader, or Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, he wasn't bad, but he was trying to convince Luke, and then Luke convinced him, and I thought that was kind of good.
Well, I think that's cool. What did little cartoon West say?
Oh yeah, this must be the other grade nerd. It's not really a story. It's changed more editing to me today, something which is it's stupid. They're just trying to satisfy the stupid minority groups, kind of.
Yeah.
The few.
Yeah.
like the small percentage of people who are offended by like everything. They're ruining
They
all of our
won't.
movies.
They won't. They can't. They can't take the original. They can't take like the feeling. Like it was great. And you know, I remember when I was a kid, like we were going to school, like bragging how many times you saw it, sitting in the back of the playground. Like I've seen it 7 times. Oh, I've seen it 8 times.
I remember like yeah, we were all like we saw it multiple times. Oh yeah, Karen.
And I live a bike ride up from the movie theater, and it used to be a couple bucks to go back then.
Yeah, I was a little bit further. We had to like convince mom and dad to like drive us to the theater and drop us off, which they happily did with 4 kids because they're like,
get your pacey ass into the car. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, Brew Radley. Come on, Brew Radley Jr.
I love that. The theater was right up the road, and we had a mall right there. So they had, if anybody ever watches this that I grew up with, they'll know. It had the arcade in there, had the movie theater. It had Morrison's Cafe. It was like an all-you-can-eat buffet. And then across the hall was a old people go work out. And it had like the swimming pool. So you see all the old people with little caps on their head. Oh, yeah. Grandma taking you to see Jedi. Yeah. My grandma took me to see Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
I remember going... Return of the Jedi came out in the summer because I remember going to the pool and we would all try to like do what Luke did, except we didn't have, Jedi powers, so we tended to fall off the diving board into the water. But it was still fun, like grabbing onto the diving board and trying to pull up.
Oh, here we go. We got a question. Who's the overall best hero in Star Wars?
That's tough.
You know what? I'm going to say it. R2. That R2-D2's been in every single Star Wars movie, and it saved everybody's ass. If it wasn't for R2, they would have been squished in the compactor, right? If it wasn't for R2 in Episode 1, Padme would have blown up because he didn't fix the shield. So if Padme would have blown up, there wouldn't have been Luke.
True. He's the real hero. I like R2. Because he's you don't ever understand what he's saying, but you kind of see based on C-3PO's reaction to him going, you mouthy.
Right.
He is like the mover of the movie. Especially when he zaps whatever that creature thing is in Return of the Jedi. I'm trying to remember what else he's the one that found Luke too, when he's like trying to...
Yeah. Episode 3, R2-D2 with the elevator. I mean, he went wrong the first time. R2-D2 is probably the best. Your dog's got to poop.
There's someone walking outside, so they're excited. One of them has been giving me some fumigation in the office today. It's been exciting.
Well, speaking of dogs, my dog Jen today's her birthday. She was a beta 4th puppy litter. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, they were all born today, and they all had Star Wars names at the kennel when we got them at the rescue. They're all rescues. Yeah, that was a great day. That was a great day. I was so pumped up. And then I see all the parents coming in there taking their kids, and then I saw Leia. Or Jen was the last one, and it was just felt love. She's so smart.
Mine are smart. Well, he's apparently smart because he farts and then leaves. So he's a little...
I do that in a grocery store.
Yeah, I do.
My wife's probably saying, he doesn't go to the grocery store. No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
We call that cloud dusting. But I guess we've moved away from the topic. I would agree with you. I think R2 is like, he's the main mover of the movies. I would say the underrated one was Chewie. I like Chewie.
Yeah, I relate to him. Being a 6'7" man, and then how he was left out. I can't believe he didn't get a medal
Well, they gave him a medal in one of the new ones, so.
That's just because
I thought
Using-
they did. I thought they did give him a medal. You just don't like because she goes to Han, she goes to Luke, and then they cut away and they're all walking down the thing. And I swear, like, I thought he like, and I haven't seen it in a while. Sorry.
what? You should be watching it
Every day.
Today.
Every day.
no.
But just seeing, I swear, like he like leans over, but I thought he did that. But I guess
No, he didn't. He didn't get any award.
But when you
He
see him
didn't.
walking down, you don't see the medal.
No.
Yeah, so yeah, he was a participation child. So that was the first example of participation awards not getting one, I guess.
A yellow sticky of appreciation. Yeah. I you know why I relate to it, not just being the big guy, but there were so many times when I was in the Navy, I'm on deployment, and I do a lot. I bust my ass. And then we get back and I see some knucklehead. No, I know exactly he didn't do shit. And he's getting a medal. I'm like, what the? Chewie got out of field day. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I think all the characters are great. I mean, it just fit together so good.
and they played off well with one another. Like the droids, Han, Luke. I mean, it was sort of weird when Luke and Leia realized, hey, we're brother and sister, like in the third one, when they were trying to like make out and do all the stuff in the first two. That was a little bit awkward.
I don't think in the writing part of it they were planning that yet. I think originally it was going to be Luke and Leia, and then it kind of just formed into
something else. But I mean, it was sort of like
there is another.
There is
another.
Because that was in Empire that they said there is another.
No,
it's Empire. He said it because when remember when Luke flies out to when he leaves training with Yoda and he flies to Cloud City, that's when he says there is another. And you're like, well, we probably have been introduced to the other. So it could be Han. Well, imagine if it was like Chewbacca.
That would have made episodes 1 and 2 and 3 really interesting. Anakin, you whore.
What did you do?
I always thought I had a Star Wars marathon a few weeks ago. Well, about a month ago, and I was watching episodes 1, and the next day I watched episode 2. And there's a big age difference between Padme and Anakin in the first one. Like babysitter, and like she would been babysitting Anakin, right? And then it gets kind of creepy on the second one. It's like, oh, Annie, you've grown up. And he's like, oh, you've grown more beautiful. It's like, whoa, slow down. Slow your roll, Anakin.
So that was the weird. Yeah, that part was kind of weird. The age thing there. But I guess, they had to do something because that was the one he was destined for.
Look at that. Drive-in movie theater. Loving it. That'd be cool. I wish they would have.
Drive-in theater. I miss seeing. I think the last movie I saw in a drive-in movie theater was not Star Wars related. It was Scream.
Which I took when we were up in Massachusetts. No, still Connecticut. It was Connecticut. There was a drive-in theater not too far from Groton, and we went to, and we saw. It was a double feature. It was the Planet of the Apes and the Captain America movie. It was good. It's such a good deal.
And they're not.
It just
pretty good movies too. So.
And it was very, very nostalgic. And that's like with Star Wars. I love the nostalgia. Like I played, Star Wars Legos or any Star Wars game, and the music gets you. And I think that's what sold the movie to me with John Williams and the music. Boom.
It's iconic.
And that's
music. Yeah.
And like the little, the tiny notes, like when Luke's looking off into the sunset, and it's just a doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That was
those soundtracks were, I would say, Star Wars, Superman. Those are two. Jaws were probably the three most. Those are the ones I always remember now.
Indiana Jones,
Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Jurassic Park. We'd go John Williams.
Yeah, John
If
Williams.
if I'm ever making a movie, John Williams.
Oh, he's doing the soundtrack. He
Gotta
by
be.
far, he makes like iconic soundtracks for multiple movies. But for Star Wars, yeah, I can't imagine any other thing without that.
Yeah, and I've listened to. I've had it on record. I had the Star Trek soundtrack on record, and now I'll listen to it. It's in my Amazon Shuffle, but I like it that it has Princess Leia's music. Like as soon as you hear it, like that's Princess Leia, or even from the original, from the not the original, from the prequels, like Jango Fett's music. Or the best is Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
See, if the third nerd was on here, he would have busted out his lightsaber.
But he wasn't, because he's being a crybaby or something. We don't know why.
I don't know. He's anti-Star Wars. It's all coming out now.
I know. We finally learned. He gave Star Wars New Hope an F, and his one sole F of his entire life. Oh wait, no, he's given two. The Earth, Science Earth, or whatever that movie was.
Or
What was
the one he doesn't like.
L. Ron Hubbard's movie, the one that John Travolta did. That's the one he gave an F.
Oh, the Scientology movie, Battlefield Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. Which was, I don't even think I've made it through that. But again, we're on Star Wars. We shouldn't like
I know, but like Star Wars is such a great the bar, the science fiction bar, and the special effects in movies like that. It just raised the bar. Everything after Star Wars was because of Star Wars, special effects wise. Because what other movie came out at the same time Star Wars did with some cheesy ass special effects? Flash Gordon, right? Same year.
Oh yeah, Flash.
But
yeah.
After that, you can't compete.
It's hard to compete with that. Like Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, because what science fiction movies outside of Aliens came out during that time frame? Like they didn't really have.
Who would want to? That's like the Juggernaut.
Yeah, you don't want to like fight. I mean, now like I would say 90s, like we got more sci-fi. I mean, back then we got some things.
Yeah.
I think the Burt Reynolds one where he got chased by like metal spiders or whatever that thing was.
Oh God, no! I think I know what you're talking about. That was bad.
I can't think of anything that was like in space. There was like that Sean Connery one that he's on like some outpost or something like that. But there was nothing comparable to Star Wars.
Nope. And like even when they did the Star Trek original motion picture, that Star Trek fans are weird anyway. They're not cool like us Star Wars guys.
Yeah, that is. I would agree with that.
Runaway, nice. Yeah, Ronan,
thank you. Thanks,
good job, buddy.
Good job.
Yeah, I was gonna look that up. That would have bothered me. Okay, here's another trivia question. What was the original name of Return of the Jedi?
I'm seeing if anyone in the chat can answer that.
Okay, anybody in chat? The original name, and they actually released posters with this name before they changed the name before they released. What was the name of Return of the Jedi before it was Return of the Jedi? Nobody? Anybody?
Was it
anybody watch the? Anybody? You guys watch the Goldbergs at all?
I watched the Goldbergs.
if you
think
watch
I
the
might-
Goldbergs, that poster's in that kids' room. The original name Return of the Jedi was Revenge of the Jedi, but George Lucas said Revenge is only Sith. So it was Return of the Jedi. But in episode 3, when Anakin turned to Darth Vader, then that was Revenge of the Sith. So the original name of Return of the Jedi was Revenge of the Jedi, which bad form.
Bad form.
Good. Yeah.
Bad
Yep.
form. Just terrible form.
Yeah. I can see everybody chatting. It's great. But, it's like if you're on YouTube, I see your name. But if somebody on Facebook says something, it doesn't show it on here. It just says Facebook user, random Facebook scare user. But that's why I got my phone right here.
Oh, so you can
Yep.
tell.
Yeah, Revenge is not very Jedi. It's like Bill said, Revenge is not very Jedi. No, it isn't. That's, it's like when I guess it was during Boba Fett, but it was the 2 seasons, 3 seasons for the Mandalorian when Luke was training Baby Yoda or Grogu. He had his armor and he had his lightsaber, and he gave a choice. And it still bothers me to this day because, and it says it only Sith deal in absolutes, because Obi-Wan said it to Anakin, "You're either with me or you're against me. Only Sith deal in absolutes, Anakin. Dumbass."
Yeah, I would agree that that's something that still bothers me from that series too. And maybe that's why he tries to kill his nephew.
Okay,
Oh, we
here's
jumped
it.
ahead.
What do we do?
I don't know. What was your question?
No, I had another question. I'd like to. So if Star Wars if any of the most Star Wars movie got a PG rating, they're allowed one F word. Where would you put it?
In the Star Wars movie?
Any Star Wars movie, any of the scenes, you're allowed one F word. Where would you put it?
Empire Strikes Back, when he gets his hand cut off and falls.
Fuck. I was gonna do Return of the Jedi, where Boba Fett flies and smacks in the side of Jabba's little ship. Fuck. Fuck. But you know what? I think it is a PG-13 rating, so they're allowed one F-bomb.
Yeah, they didn't use one. I think they thought they probably did enough with, Jabba the Hutt was pretty like, whoa, what the fuck are you?
Okay, I love Star Wars trivia. Let's say another one. What line has been said in every Star Wars movie and series? I'm talking all the Star Wars movies, Clone Wars, cartoon. If it's on media, they're gonna say this line. Even on video games. Let's see if anybody in chat gets this.
We'll see if I can get this. I think I know what this is. I'm wondering if the other third grade nerd is actually going to write this in. Do you think he'll know? He's probably Googling it right now.
He's 2 seconds to get voted out.
May the force be with you. We'll have him as a special guest star.
Besides May the Force be with you, yes.
Besides that, it's in every single one.
Yep. Ever since the New Hope came out, they've said this line in every single Star Wars movie.
I'm hoping chat gets this because I don't think I know this. Yes, I can admit weakness.
I think my daughter would know if she was watching, but she's at school right now. Are you guys ready?
We're ready. Give us more.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh.
Yep, it's said in every single movie. I've got a bad feeling about. I've got a bad feeling about this.
You,
It's
you know,
always so. He's saying,
I feel bad about that because I use that as in my yearbook quote.
"I got a bad feeling about this." That's a good quote. That's a good quote.
I
And
used I used two Ford's quotes. One of them was that, like, I have a bad feeling about this, and then the other ones, I'm making this up as I go. From
And
Raiders.
another thing that I love about Star Wars, and a lot of people know, you can ask basic trivia stuff, but there's a certain sound effect scream that's been famous since like the 60s, maybe earlier.
The scream.
And yep. And the first one you hear is in Star Wars: New Hope when they're, Princess Leia gives him the famous kiss and they swing across the inside the Death Star.
Are you gonna play the song, the scream?
I'm looking for it right now, but yeah. You ever heard of the Wilhelm scream?
Yes.
Wow! It was from a cowboy movie where the guy got hit by an arrow and he just screams. Oh! Let me see if I can find it. The Wilhelm. I don't even have to spell it. There it
I
is.
might have it.
Yeah, so I don't need 9 minutes of it. Here we go. Okay, I got it right here.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
You're watching the same thing I was watching.
I know, it's the first thing that pops up. You hear it? Did you guys hear it? So that right there has been in, I'll probably say most of the movies. You always hear a stormtrooper do that scream. I hear it not just on Star Wars. I hear it pops up everywhere. Because I know that scream because of Star Wars. Because I laugh. Oh, how about the bloopers they kept in it? Star Wars: New Hope, when R2-D2 C-3PO left on the Death Star, just hanging out while Han Solo and they went to go rescue Princess Leia. And the door opens up and the stormtroopers coming in and one bonks his head. And they never took it out. Freaking awesome.
Who's the Spot?
Who's the Spot?
The Spot. He's laughing. He's in the car. He's driving to get dinner. The Spot.
The Spot. That's just mysterious.
The Spot. Oh, the Spot left.
Are we getting hacked? Is this Russia?
Yep, we got it's hacked.
Oh man, Russia don't like Star Wars. No.
No one likes Star Wars.
Oh,
here comes the Spot again.
Oh shit!
Who could it be? Oh, special guest.
I'm hit.
Oh, he's gone. Oh,
There it is.
Oh.
I'm back again.
It's exciting.
How long will it be? All right, timer, everyone. On your set.
Let's here. Touch the Spot.
There. Sorry.
It
Had a horrible echo. I can't fix it.
sounds fine.
No, I have it on the other one.
You look very handsome at this angle.
Hey, man. Look at
I think you should do this angle with cameras. Like
it's good. You
real
trim your nose hairs
real
too.
quick, because I don't have a lot of time. We got to wrap this up. Yes, I do love Star Wars. I waited in that line for 4.5 hours to watch the first one. The line wrapped all the way around the block.
Can you hear him? I can't hear him very well.
yeah.
Go ahead. I hear 4 hours and waiting.
You gotta make him.
Yeah, I waited.
I'll translate for
him.
4 hours.
I knew about the Christmas special
He knew about the Christmas special
because I texted it to you.
because he texted it to me.
Did you? I wasn't looking at my phone at that point.
I'm doing, the Saturday Night Live skit for the hard of hearing.
And I did know about the what was the last one?
Got a bad feeling about this?
I got a bad feeling about this.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying that now?
I'm checking my screen. Checking my chats. Nope.
You didn't text it to us. You didn't say chat in the chat. We're gonna have to
Just
Nope.
sharing chats. That's the last thing I got.
He's
Survey.
talking, but I can't hear you.
Survey says.
Sir. It is a lot more fun with the spot on the show.
Yeah.
We can't hear.
Maybe we
you,
should
but-
do we could just stream one night. Not our typical Sundays, but we can do. I can't hear him. I'm not even good at reading lips.
Yeah, I'm not even trying.
We can do trivia night.
Okay, we can hear something.
Oh, we want to apologize to everybody at home. Give me a second. My ears are bleeding.
Wow, look at you got your ears
Oh my
raised.
goodness gracious! I don't even know what that was.
I thought you. I think battleship dead ahead, Captain.
Hey, just move your lips, and we'll put the words in.
There were two little splashes.
Doing it. He does have a Barney laugh. Thank you. I love you, Bill. You're so funny.
There you go. Uh-huh. You're the best.
He's like, and Tad's waist. He's pasty.
I'm pasty white guy.
I don't know. Or how many people we got watching this right now? 3,000 people. This is pretty awesome.
It's awesome. Good job.
No, 3,000. We got.
And we have the silent partner over. Well, no, there.
He could do
He's like
miming.
he's cleaning his screen now. Next, people, he'll be like buffing his head. Polish. No, still can't hear us. Oh, he can hear us. He can't talk.
He's our mime. Just change the name to the mime. Do the rope thing.
We'll move.
No, he wants to say something so bad right now. It's probably a cuss word. This just adds to it. This is how silly it is. This is not high production ever. Maybe one day it'll be high production, but it'll still be this cheesy.
So we can continue his story. He was waiting in line 4 hours in freezing cold weather in Philadelphia, getting shot at every second. Like the gangs were after him. He finally got into it, and
give me them tickets.
Give me those tickets. They stole his tickets, and he this is like Mad Lib, and then he
broke some necks.
He broke some necks. I mean, he was what 5 at that point?
5 years old. 5. He was a badass.
He's like the Karate Kid. That's actually what they made the first one about. It was about him. It was a true story, but they just made him into a white kid named Ralph.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
And then Will Smith tried to do You Right, but it was Will Smith, and it didn't really work very well. And that's his love for Star Wars. So in fact, I guess I was wrong, and the reason he's showing the show is because he heard us say that he gave Star Wars A New Hope an F. So he had to save face, get back on because
it was okay.
It was okay. Wait, no, what does he say? Like it didn't hold his interest. That's his favorite say. It didn't hold his interest. Oh wait, I saw the eyes go wide. So that means it did hold his interest. So that was good. And then he ate 5,000 pounds of candy, and no other movie has ever held his attention since then. So yeah, it's great.
I'm with you on the candy. I cannot go to a movie without having movie candy.
Yeah, we
used to go to what was the old school? Was it Eckerd's? Do you guys remember Eckerd's drugstore? Yeah, that was in the South, right? You guys had it up north too. We go and even Star Wars is in my head too, because we would go to the drugstore and then buy all the candy. We buy the little juice thing. They look like little hand grenades with the metal, the tinfoil top. you know, and they were like a penny or 2 cents each. And we buy fake cigarettes, big bags of M&Ms, and the fake cigarettes was the best because Star Wars is going to be a great movie.
It'll be great.
I've heard good things about Star Wars.
It will be a very good movie. Sorry.
Star Wars will be a great movie for everyone.
Including the spot.
May the force be with you.
As with you.
That's a good camera. That's a good camera he's got.
Yeah.
Because the other one you can't see. Like I can tell you the color of the wall behind him is yellow. And the other camera makes it look white.
Yeah. But I guess look at
He's
him.
he's so handsome. He's so handsome.
Such a handsome man.
I want to take a selfie with him right now. He's so handsome.
I mean, he should switch it so we're all like he's next to you. Oh wait, hold on. Well, lean in.
You know what we should do? Because I like doing this like an off hour, like we just get on chat. But maybe we'll do a trivia night. Like it'll be one of us can be the host to make it fair, and then you guys can battle it out. There'll be topics. It'll be like, okay, like it'll be like Jeopardy. We can say, I'll take Star Wars for 500, Bill.
It could be fair.
What planet was Han Solo from?
Corellian.
Yeah, but I was waiting for the spot to answer because you can't. 0 points for the spot. What type of ship does Han Solo fly? You can say it. The spot ain't gonna say it. Anybody else jumping in on this party? No.
It's a freighter. Corellian freighter.
Yep.
What city was he from?
What city? I don't know what city he's from. I know he's from Corellia.
And I know in the books he had like a twin brother or something like that too.
Yeah, and well, it was and he did fly for the Empire.
Yep, that was in one of the books, and that's where he learned. You know, he flew upside down to make sure their landing gear came out, and then flew over again.
So you know Wedge Antilles, and you know Luke Skywalker, who was Luke's friend that also joined the Empire that defected from the Empire.
I'm seeing if the spot has texted us this answer because he said he knew the last one. You don't know this one? I don't see it. I can honestly, I don't know that one. That's 0 points for both of the spot. What the Darth Phoenix is calling you out there, Spot. You know why they call him the Spot? He's gonna cut us off.
Dude, I kind of like doing it. I've got good lighting. People said it was too dark in here, so I'm gonna go buy like a different camera for Sunday. But now with the sun that's still up, slowly getting darker, it's getting a little romantic. Welcome to Jabba's palace. Still can't hear you. Wow.
Darth Phoenix wants to know something. I don't know what. I just see it out of the corner of my eye. Please tell me the Spot. What was the last question you asked? Or was that what they were asking?
Who escaped from the Empire with Wedge?
With Wedge?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The Spot did not know either. And he's the Star Wars guy.
He was in. He went against the Death Star, right? And he got shot down.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
Think about it.
Someone Google it. Come on, Spot.
Hobby, Hobbie. He was, yeah. So here's something. Now I don't know if you could find it still, I know it was PBS actually produced this. It was a Star Wars radio show. I used to be able to have it on YouTube, but I guess they kept pulling it down. But I have it on CD, and it's a radio show, and it has Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, it has everybody except for Harrison Ford doing their own original voices, and it starts off before Star Wars before New Hope starts. So we see the Star Destroyer chasing Princess Leia's ship, but in the radio stories, it starts off with Luke talking to Hobie at the bar, at Anchorhead, and Luke was getting bullied, and he was sitting outside with his binoculars, and you see some shit going on in the sky. He's like, "There's a battle going on there with the Empire," and they're like, "Whatever, Luke, dork." And then he goes off to the side. Hobie's like, "Hey, look, I got to get off Tatooine. I'm going to go join the Empire." Luke was gonna join the Empire. Luke was going to be a pilot. That was his dream, to be a pilot for the Empire, because he didn't know about the Rebels yet.
Yep.
So if you look, they talk about it in the show Rebels, but they talk about it too in Rogue Squadron, which I hope they make a series about, because Wedge and Hobie escaped. They were TIE fighter pilots, and they escaped and joined the Rebels.
Huh, cool. I
Yeah.
did not know that. Do you know why he's called the Spot? I can make up things, but you can make up things too.
It doesn't come out in the wash.
Oh,
He's back. Oh, hey.
hey,
I can hear him.
I can
That's
hear him
why,
talk
because
to-
I'm in and out. I had to try a different dimension in order to get back in here.
Is that why you're called the Spot? Because you're in and out?
Yeah, because I had to go through a different dimension in order to get back in here.
Well, I gotta say, guys, this was fun. If everybody's watching this, comment, like, subscribe. Ask, do you want to see more content? Do you want to see more videos like this? Maybe we go and do like an actual game show. I'll find a program where I can share, like Jeopardy, and I'll have the trivia questions for you guys. It's going to be fun. I'll have topics. I'll get back. I think that'll be fun. That'd be great. And I'll be the host because I can pick fun at you guys.
You never make fun of us, though.
No, never.
No.
we don't. I mean, we more or less make fun of. I'm the pasty white guy, so.
All right, guys. It was awesome. Love
All
you.
right.
Good one.
Happy Star Wars Day.
Happy Star Wars Day.
May the force be with you.
May the fourth be with you.
As
Go
with you.
watch Star Wars. Go watch Star Wars. Day's almost over.
Yeah.
Almost over.
Watch
Hurry
Star
up.
Wars.
The Spot's getting
Okay.
called. I can hear. It's time for dinner, Daddy.
That's not me.
All right.
Little Spot. Get dinner.
All right.
Get dinner. Bye.
Y'all take care.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Shut it down. Like the Death Star.